Is this live?
Start live, so just write here afternoon.
Oh, we're live here.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Very good afternoon from the Manila household. So today it is Saturday, the 10th of April. So I'm just making some. Let me show you. So this is the dough for kanelbullar. So kanelbullar, it is a Swedish pastry. And I was actually on the phone with my dad now. So I was kind of going through what...
Is that when you were trying to sing the big song? She was like, oh, this is Castle Club. She put music on the maximum, loud as hell.
And start dancing.
And then she called you dad.
Yeah.
God knows where he was then. Sleeping.
Maybe sleeping. So I called him and I said to him, oh, what shall I make? And then I said to him, oh, shall I make burrata, which is like a Greek thing with a pastry inside? He said to me, that's way too complicated. And I was like, okay, shall I make them? I think I said something else. And then he said to me, okay, so you're going to go around to all the desserts around the world. And then I just said to Shamit, okay, do you fancy some kanelbullar? Because I was speaking to my auntie in Sweden.
Oh, that's where it came from.
And then I was like, okay, let me just make kanelbullar. The thing is that I have to use...
You might want to explain what kanelbullar is.
Yeah, so for kanelbullar, it's essentially cinnamons that we all know, cinnamons. And, oh, hi, Shamru.
My cousin.
Adi Hussein, what do you cook? So that's what I was explaining now. I am making kanelbullar. Kanelbullar, I'm half Swedish, so my mum is Swedish, and kanelbullar is what we know as cinnamon. So whoever, you most likely went to IKEA, and you would have tried this before. You have to use the commercial ones. So I'm making now the dough, and do you mind bringing the filling? I've got the filling ready.
Which filling? This one?
Yeah, that's the filling.
Oh. So what's in the filling?
So I got inside some...
It's like chocolate there.
It's it's all cinnamon. So I'm going to have to knead the dough quite a lot because it's quite tacky. So I'm going to have to work it. Oh, sorry, baby.
This is a bit...
That's the way it should be.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what goes in here?
Oh, there's loads of stuff in there.
Cinnamon, I'm guessing.
Okay, Guy, Joseph, and oh, hi, Guy. I'll be invited, of course. Let it rise first. I've got to rise the door, and I've got to work it now.
The whole world's invited.
The whole world is invited. So I'm gonna dump it on the surface. You can't really see what I'm gonna be doing. So do you mind bringing me a bit more flour? I need the white. No, it's underneath. I need the strong flour. I tell you what, I'm by no means expert at all when it comes into cooking because
Cooking or baking.
So cooking, baking, whatever that is. Today we had cannelloni. Yeah, that's the one thing. You know your man, he knows the stuff. He bring me the right flour.
Well, after you told me 3 times, there's strong flour in the bottom. I know my stuff. Yes.
You know your stuff. No, I don't need. I just need to work the.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't need it. Thank you. But today we actually had a very interesting conversation with Shamit, my husband. Do you mind coming a bit more inside because you're not included? So we've been talking about lockdown situation, the quarantine that we're going through. I'm just going to be, don't mind me working out the door. So I'm going to be talking, multitasking as most women we do. So I'm
multitasking as well. I'm basically watching it.
Watching and talking.
I'm waiting for it to be ready to eat.
So you looked into research, is it, about couples and how they are dealing with the lockdown? Because
there's a big thing on the news now about couples on during lockdown having a tough time because you normally spend like less time, 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours, whatever it is, during the day because both members of the couple are either going to work or at least even if one of them is going to work, then the other one is they're both not together at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is with the lockdown, the couples are staying at home and spending a lot more time together. And I think they're discovering more about each other or discovering how one another is annoying in different areas, different things. And you add the kids, whoever's got kids, you add the kids into the mix, and it becomes a boiler room, really. And it's just like, wow. So I think they're talking about a lot more divorces coming on the back of the coronavirus. So I think we did a what's it called? You did a poll online, isn't it, on Instagram?
Oh yes, this morning, because when you said to me
to test it out and see who's actually, well, if many people are feeling the pain, or are they actually getting more in love with each other?
Yes, I think that's a very interesting point, because it's I don't know whoever's, you know, a couple, they're married, they're in a relationship, or they found themselves in a situation. But my love, do you want to come more inside, because on the Facebook you're not included? Okay, so you got to take care of your one, is it? So I was saying that you would find yourself in a situation that you are with that person 24/7, and you have to be quite creative. It's not about just being with that person. It's about, first of all, and I always said that, and I will stand by my belief that if you're not happy with who you are and what you do, then most likely you will become boring, firstly to yourself and to the person that is with you. So it's all about, you know, finding pleasure and being with yourself, finding pleasure doing things that you enjoy, whether it is baking, whether it is reading, whether it's learning a new language. For example, we can tell our real life examples here. I have started learning Portuguese because my husband is from Mozambique, Shamis. And
some guy that she knows, you know, he's from Mozambique, and then apparently it's her husband. So
Alexandra said, the cheeks cannot fit.
You cheeky git.
So, sorry, it's an internal joke between me and my sister. So
it's because his cheeks are too big, so she's just trying to say they don't fit in the camera.
My sister Alexandra.
We might need to block her now. Yeah. I don't know how you do that, but
she will come after you. So you were saying that, yes. So I started learning Portuguese, and because my mother-in-law is here with us, and just the mere fact I'm able to say a few words there and then and express myself becomes, you know, sometimes when you don't know the language, you may say things wrong. For example, I don't know. For example, I tell you once here in Cyprus, if you saying something is absolutely crazy, you would say it's like, is your batika, it's watermelon, but we refer watermelon to the head. So is your watermelon losing, which means are you gone crazy? So that means is your watermelon, so is things that if you don't know becomes like a silly joke. Do you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is that it may be a very entertaining thing, learning a language and trying to express yourself in that language. Things that you don't know.
So that's one of the things that you're learning to do, isn't it, during this time? And I think in our household, we've got like people from pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
It's 4 of us, and we're a big mix. My mom speaks Gujarati and Portuguese.
Who's from India here? Give us a thumbs up if you're from India. And loads of love to India. We've lit the candle a couple of days ago, and we prayed for India and from everyone in the world.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock for 9 minutes. Yes. Whoever's from India, love loads. So yes, we're very international family. We accommodate all religious and beliefs.
So how are we keeping sanity, or are we keeping sanity? Do you feel like killing me, or you good with me?
I tell you what, I had the same approach before.
This might end up really bad, you know. We might need some lawyers. Well, we don't need lawyers because we got a lawyer here, but I might need one.
I tell you what, I've done so much family law back in Cyprus.
Go on. So forget the family law back in Cyprus. Yeah. How about how are we doing? How are we doing? I think we're doing. I'm not going to lie. It can be quite. It could be quite involved in the sense that you are all the time together, so you have to find ways. You have to find escape routes to find your private time, to do things that you have. And I have that need more than Shamis has. I have more need to be by myself sometimes. So she goes and hides herself.
I don't go and hide.
Well, you go in the bedroom and hide yourself, isn't it? And then you're like watching your stuff or doing whatever you need to do. I'm more cool. Yeah, I think I can just switch off at any point.
Yeah.
I could be around people and I can just be like, switch off and then carry on thinking whatever I'm thinking, or go in my no zone.
No zone.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The no zone area. But before you tell us about the no zone, I Can I just say we have Julia from G. She's from Elsa, and she's in Tallinn. Hello, Julia. I'm so happy that you're on board with us. Elsa, it is European Lawyer Student Association, and I was the president of Elsa Cyprus in 2014, and I'm so happy that I've got someone from Elsa here, and she loves Cinnabons. And
she said that you can find Cinnabons in Tallinn.
In Tallinn, nice.
Wow.
Well, but I'm sure they're not as good as this one.
IT is very good time. Oh, it's very good time together in lockdown.
Because usually they're accused divorce in Europe. So do you think, Adi Hussein, do you think it is a geographical thing rather than a culture thing? So it's an interesting way. So is it about geography then? Because don't forget that it is also about whether the surroundings allow you to, so it's whether divorce rates will escalate because of the lockdown, or whether this is an opportunity for people to realize that they don't fit together. Tell us about the no. So on the Instagram, I posted a poll that I've asked them, is it amazing that you're spending time together, or do you feel like killing each other?
We can't tell people's names here.
No, we're not going to tell people's names, of course not. But
Alexandra, if you voted, then we probably could tell your name.
Alexandra Galambuga, hi. It's hi.
Hello.
Yeah, so Alexandra Mufia. Hola, fia. Hassan, hello Hassan, how are you? Good evening, how are you? How's life treating you? Hassan from Canada.
Oh, nice.
Yes, very nice seeing you. We are making Cinnabons, and we're trying to enjoy lockdown as much as we, as you trying to find ways to enjoy lockdown. So we're making some Cinnabons now, the Swedish one, kanelbullar. And I need to knead this properly. So
do you think you're going to find out when the lockdown ends, if there are loads, are you going to start getting loads of divorce cases? So then you just realize actually it's been quite terrible for quite a lot of couples. Not that it's funny then, but
the most interesting part is that when I was doing family law, when I was doing divorce cases, I was always trying to encourage couples to stay together rather than, because
stick with each other.
But
what if they're having a really tough time, and things are not good, and then you just want to beat each other or something?
No, of course. If it's a toxic thing, if it's about domestic violence and all that, of course, I'm not referring to those kind of incidents which you would want to assist the person who's suffering from domestic violence. And domestic violence has many different shapes and forms, so it's not just about physical violence. Sometimes the worst part of the violence, it could be the psychological part of it. Thank you, Hassan. Pleasure to you. Take care. Stay positive. Thank you. So what I was saying is that I think maybe is that loneliness. It's a very interesting thing. Being alone and being lonely is two separate things.
Yeah, but that's if you're lonely, isn't it? Now you're with people.
No, what I'm saying is that being alone and being happy, or being in your relationship, you can be lonely at the same time.
Okay.
So it's like if the other person, you don't connect, you're not, you don't communicate, then you're going to feel very alone being in the relationship.
But I don't think that's the problem, though. In this cases, I think it just becomes too much. You've got so much going on. You've got all the negative news that coming out from all sorts of places. Obviously, no, we're not living a positive time of our lives.
Sorry, can I just say something about positive time? If you really think about it, there was nothing ever being utterly positive. It's what you make out of it. So
yeah, but this is something that affects every single person, isn't it? And then suddenly you're not allowed to go out or.
No, I agree with you, but it's up to you to
create
and find the beauty of it. Find the because there is a beautiful side to it, and sometimes it's more important to be able to stay still and see things. If I can show you the tree opposite our apartment now in London, it's just I've been watching this tree every morning now, having my coffee, and I've been truly appreciating it. In different cases, I have to run in the morning, get to court, I wake up ridiculous hours, which I didn't have the opportunity to do that. So I have a very different view about the lockdown, to be honest.
Yeah, but how do you keep saying with the maybe I'm so good and I'll help you out and I just don't create trouble. So which
No,
is
of
fine, isn't
course.
it?
Yeah.
So then you're absolutely fine with it.
No, I agree with you. You're amazing.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Wow. My God. This is a surprise for me as well. Wow.
Hey, come on. He just wants to hear it all the time.
When we close this go live, the live thing is just
He wants to hear it all the time. You got to pamper your man. Just keep on saying how amazing they are.
And keep feeding him.
And keep feeding them loads of desserts and foods. And
keep packing.
Keep packing. Okay, so let us know who are you now that you joined us here on Facebook or on YouTube. We're on both on Facebook and YouTube Live. So the plan is for us to be with you kind of every afternoon and join forces together and spend time together. And this is what I'm saying, is about finding those opportunities, connecting with you through the social media is an opportunity to socialize. So we don't feel isolated. You're kind of looking forward.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about 4:30. We should go live. We should, get connected with people.
It's afternoon tea time, isn't it?
Afternoon
tea. You share. Maybe you guys should get your teas as well and coffee, whatever you're having. Have it with us.
Love it. And send us pictures.
Send the pictures.
Afternoon teas.
Yeah, we'll share it on Diana's social media.
Yeah. What you don't want to share?
No, I can share as well.
Okay.
I'll share whatever I get.
It
This is going into yours. I'm not as active as you are, am I?
It doesn't want your coffees or teas.
Send me your beers, whiskeys, gins, and whatever you're having, I want that.
Yeah. Can I have a bit of vegetable oil?
Vegetable oil. Is this the one?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you, baby. So this is done. I'm going to show you the dough. I'm going to give it a try. I do eat raw dough, which is not good for you. I don't advise it.
I don't advise it, but I eat it in front of you, so you know and you got proof. It's looking good. How long does this take actually to get ready?
It would take some time. Maybe.
How long?
We're going to have to let it rise now.
What? You just got to leave it like that and let it rise?
Yeah, so I'm going to put some oil here.
Oh man!
Yeah.
I was looking forward for some kanelbulle.
Yeah.
Is that how you say kanelbulle?
Kanelbulle.
Kanelbulle. Do you know Swedish is probably my weakness. I can't say like words in Swedish. I can't even apart from hey probably. I'm not even sure if. Great, you got to correct that as well. So basically, I can't say a word in Swedish. There's no game. I might say like some words in Greek, la remalaka.
Hey, don't say that.
Well, you know that you teach me anyway. So
I don't teach you swear words. I don't like people to use swear. Okay, we have Shmid Seketchuhin. He says hello. How are you? We are very good. Where are you from, Shimkit? Where are you from? Tell us. We'd like to know how is in your country the current lockdown situation. Is it good? Are you okay? How are you coping? Okay, so I have here the
my cousin said hi. Hi Shamu. Hello, Brady bye.
Oh, say hello. Hello. Is he in Mozambique?
No, it's in here.
Oh, it's in here. It's Leicester. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, do you want to put a clean towel on top of this and put it in the oven? So I've put the oven on about 100 degrees. And I'm going to leave it there. Good luck.
Gotta wait now.
Let it rise. So I think we're going to start taking orders for coffees and tea.
Is this in the oven?
Yeah, just put it in the oven, yeah.
Inside?
Yeah, inside.
Well, I guess you can't be outside, isn't it?
I think what makes the cinnamon kanelbulle so tasty, it's cardamom. You have to put cardamom inside. That's what makes it so tasty. And I have here, this is the filling. So what I have in here, of course, it's cardamom, cinnamon. I've got a bit of butter. I also have almond paste. I have syrup, golden syrup, a bit of brown sugar. So there is a lot into it, but that's what's going to make it nice and fluffy and nice. Hello, Minan Zaman. He's studying in Cyprus. How do you find it? Is your university currently operating? I mean, do you have online sessions?
Well, he's learned some Greek words. Perfect, you know? Perfect.
I hope it's not the swear words. If they are swear words, could you please not post it here on the wall? So we're gonna wait. Could you make sure that it's 100 degrees and it's not more than that? Actually, we don't want to cook the dough now.
It's 100.
Well done.
So I have a question, and it's less of a question than something I found. So everyone keeps talking about social distancing, and so, but at every point. But actually, what are we doing now? After all, we are actually connecting socially. And what we're talking about is that less about social distancing, but more about physical distancing.
Yeah.
And I think this is affecting the society, because after this finishes, what's going to happen is that the people are going to still or socially be distant from people. And even while you're in lockdown, some people, I've heard some people actually talking about, we need to reduce the connection and collaboration with other people. And it's actually, you're talking to people all the time. You're probably more socially connected now than before. So what do you think, guys?
I
think we should get a campaign going, against every single government that keeps putting us socially distancing. And we should be actually saying it's not social distancing, it's physical distancing. For God's sake, get that bloody thing right and get and move on in the right way.
A disclaimer.
Do you agree with me?
A disclaimer. I don't normally agree with my husband, and I can't.
Great.
I don't agree with me normally, but in this instance, I do agree with him, because words carry with them power, and you have to use the correct words, because otherwise you may misinterpret things. And that's why sometimes, whether it is religion, it is culture, it is in a tribunal, in the courtroom, whatever that is, or in religion, in religious houses or churches or temples, using just a second, let me finish. Using the wrong words, it can cause a lot of consequences. It could be negative consequences. So we're not socially distant. We are socially connected. And I think this is an example of how connected we are. But before you say anything, Susmit Zakir Tuhin, sorry for mispronouncing your name if I do so. He's from Bangladesh, and 890 people are affected from the coronavirus, and they have so far 33 deaths. 33 deaths. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Well, do you know how many people died in UK today? Just today, it's about 900 and something. I just saw on my phone. Yeah. Every day it's nearly 1,000 people.
Yeah,
nearly 1,000. Well, we're thankful that Boris is actually recovering, but I think the news are moving away from the number of deaths than anything else. So I've got my friend Vishnu watching. Hey, Vishnu.
Hello, Vishnu. Send him a kiss.
Yeah. I'll send him something else, but maybe not here.
Not here.
It's not appropriate for everyone else.
It's not appropriate.
But forget the coronavirus talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something else more. What does everyone do, actually?
I think people that are able to work from home.
Does anyone go crazy at home and start playing music very loud and start dancing like a mental person? I actually want to know, because it might be a situation just in our house, you just turn on the music so loud and then you just go mental.
Do you know what? Dance is a manifestation of life, and I dance, I sing. I'm not a singer at all. I'm not even a dancer. My sister challenged me, a couple of days ago. She said to me, we have to do a challenge on TikTok. And she showed me the choreography literally like in 3 minutes, and it was so difficult. We had different moves, yeah. you had to coordinate your hands, your legs, your body, and everything. And the next minute she puts the song, and she's like going crazy, and I'm trying to catch up with her. And I had a delay of about like 2 seconds of every move that I was making. It was quite hilarious, actually.
Oh yeah, you can go and watch. Where did you put it? Did you put it on Instagram?
I put it today on Instagram as well, because I found it quite funny.
Oh my god. I was filming it, and then you could see
it was a cameraman.
You could see that she was like, the sister was going, and then she was like 3-5 seconds delayed in every move.
In all fairness,
Unless you tried that, I've got to give it to you.
Okay, so Abdul Sukur is asking, are you guys working from home?
Yes, we are indeed, and not today. It's a Saturday, so we're trying to take a day off once in a while.
Yeah.
But every other day we're definitely pushing from home.
Yes, working from home. Even if I can say that my profession, being a barrister means a lawyer. I practice law in the UK, and I do a lot of crime cases. So criminal courts. It is a bit tricky. That means I can't really go to court. Courts have closed down, and because it's not just about going to court, it's about justice to be seen to be done. So that's why our profession as a barrister has had a great impact. Maybe family courts and county courts, they're still operating, but I have few for my chambers that they were able to do some work, online hearings, which is great. I haven't had the opportunity yet. So definitely in my profession, there has been an impact, and there's been many professions out there that I know for the fact that they've been challenged, and we
just find alternative ways to help the community.
Exactly, help the community.
Talking about helping the community, we've got Michael here, who's actually doing an amazing work. I've seen his.
Oh yes, Michael! Hello. Okay, I need to find. Okay,
I can't remember what's it called, Michael.
Could you please write down the website for everyone to watch it, so you can
support Michael and his team in the work that they're doing.
Just a second, because people that don't know what we're talking about, we need to give a bit of background. So a colleague of mine, a good friend as well, he is working to support the NHS personnel by providing them with food, I believe so. Michael can correct me. And he's put together a team, and there is a website that you can give as much or as little as you want to be able to help. And it's amazing what he does. He was, I think, more responsive than any state when it comes to taking measures.
As he always is.
As he always is. And so well done. We have from Sakib Jasneem, he says Japan invention of corona. Oh, okay, about the vaccination. Is it true? We don't know.
We haven't heard anything about it.
We don't know.
Until you hear from the right sources, you probably shouldn't believe it.
Yes. Okay. So we have Michael who just texted us the website, and it's called frontline.co.uk. I'm going to say ourfrontline.co.uk. So make sure that you just go and check it out, even if it's £1, even if it's 50p. I don't know what your situation is. You can do whatever you can. It will be amazing. And there is a Twitter account, Fuel our Frontline.
Fuel our Frontline, isn't it? Fuel Frontline.
Fuel Frontline. Sorry, Fuel Frontline. So do you want to take that there?
Nice.
After done baking, we have to clean, so it's nice and clean. It's just 4 people here in this house, so we need to make sure that.
So how long is this going to take? Because I got really excited to eat this, and then now you've raised my expectations, and now I'm hungry.
I don't know.
I might have to go and
Patience is key.
Biscuits.
Patience is key. Okay, we've got Julia that she says 100% agree with you guys about social distancing and the power of words. Totally into baking here. First time working bread buns with oat milk today. Oh wow, oat milk.
Working from home to
feel so good and have a
long weekend. Absolutely. Oh my god, I was waiting for this for quite some time. Although we're just at home, we're like waiting for it quite some time.
It doesn't matter if you are. One thing is that it doesn't matter if you're working from home and you're looking forward and you think, oh, now with the coronavirus we're going to be stuck at home. But it doesn't matter. For example, Shamid, realistically, what he does today, what he did yesterday and today, he sat down and was playing games, and it relaxes him. It's a way to relax. You have to find your own way to relax. And
I took out my very old PS and then got some really old games, the GTA and FIFA, and they just dived into it. You obviously haven't got a clue, but like people probably going into it, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
It sounds Chinese to me. Oh my god.
Keeps me going.
I sorted out my clothes today, part of my clothes.
Wow. Achievement. Actually needed it.
But say I have difficulty in stopping working. I mean, I don't know when to stop. I don't know. So I
think that's a problem from the couple, isn't it? Both me and you have got a big problem on that.
Yeah. We don't know when to stop. Like, put a pause and just say that.
Sometimes
This
we
is
wake up at like 6 o'clock and we start working,
Yeah.
and then we finish
Yeah.
at like 10 o'clock at night, and then you're still going. It's
and
like,
you're still going, and you're thinking, you know, you got to. So we've
you got to
been.
give time to.
So this morning we've
to
been
breathe.
we've been brainstorming after the coronavirus where we would travel.
Ooh, big plans. Big plans.
Big plans. We would love to travel. Traveling, it's you know, it's
Any suggestions on destinations? We'll probably take into account at the moment when every country is open in our list. Maybe less in Europe, more outside of Europe, because Dan has traveled pretty much everywhere in Europe. You have, you have.
What in Europe?
In Europe, you're pretty much everywhere. Every single country.
I haven't been to Tallinn, Julia. So I'd say hint. I've never been to Estonia. I haven't been to the East European bloc, which I would love to. Apart from Russia.
Russia was quite good actually.
Yeah, we only went there for 3 days, but we went there on the World Cup visit, so that was like 2 years
Oh yeah,
ago.
we went there for World Cup, exactly.
Yeah, that too. It was really nice. We have a YouTube video on it.
Oh yeah, it's true actually.
Oh my God. To Russia, and we went to Bolshoi, which is the majestic building where they play opera. It's quite classic. The opera that I went to watch it was a bit boring. Queen of Spades. And we had
my God, we had to like fight to get that ticket, and then we
had people around us
falling asleep,
and some of them actually leaving the opera house, and
midway through I think no one understood it because it's in Russian, and then you got English subtitles, but there's quite a lot of people.
So let me just pause it. For those who just joined us, because I can see quite a few of you joined us, we're just talking now about where to go after the coronavirus ends. So if you have any suggestions, let us know. And we're just talking about that I haven't been on the east side of Europe, which I would love to, but we've been to Russia. So we've been referring to our Russia trip now and we have a YouTube video on it when we went to the opera house and how boring it was. So yeah, I can see that it's been half an hour now that we've been live, and we have to.
And then my man is hungry, so
then
I'm gonna have to find some stuff, and you probably don't want to see my hungry face.
Hungry man, hungry face.
And then I'm just gonna go crazy.
Hungry.
I'm not actually hungry, but I'm like, I want some.
Snack.
Now you've like put a habit of giving me some sweet stuff during like for afternoon tea, and now I got too hooked on it. You know?
Yeah.
Bad habits. She's creating bad habits. I think she's just trying to get me fat for no reason.
He's got triplets. No, he hasn't. He's quite thin for his body type.
Oh, you're correcting me now.
Okay, internal jokes. We love you loads. Stay safe, and if I can just say that Julia said to us about Estonia, it's lovely, especially in the summer and around Christmas. But as an Italian, okay, here comes the international element. So Julia, you are truly international like ourselves.
It would be great if people might go to Italy after this lockdown. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
My country, Italy, sadly struggling a lot. And I'm sure that is not just Italy, it will be a worldwide struggle that we all have to make sure that...
We're seeing that a lot here as well. US has actually had almost 2,000 deaths in one day. So.
Yeah. What I'm going to say that we're going to try to be here with you every day. Yes, until this lockdown ends about 4:30. Is that the time? So half 4, yeah. 4:30 or 5 o'clock. So after work hours on during the weekday. So now this Easter time we can do it about 4:30. We love you loads, and
stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay positive. Keep your physical distance.
I don't like when people keep saying stay positive, because that's like a badly phrased advice.
Why?
Because it's, when things are going absolutely lunatic, stay positive. It's like, okay, fair enough. How do I do that? It's difficult, and that's what we have to accept.
Yeah, but we got to try, isn't it?
And we have to endure. What I'm going to say is that accept what it comes and work with it. And that's perhaps a way of being positive rather than just saying be positive.
I don't get what you're saying. Be positive. I don't care. Be positive. Be strong. Go for it.
I'm gonna try it.
See you tomorrow at 4:30. Yeah, we'll send you some. We'll put some pictures online of this whenever it gets ready.
If it comes out, good.
If it comes out, and if there's enough time to take a picture before I eat it.
Yeah. Okay.
Take care.
Words, kisses. Mwah. Mwah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Take care. Bye. I don't know how it works.
Just a second. We're still on YouTube. So we got to hello
Bye
YouTube. Bye bye
bye.
YouTube. Love you.